Hey guys, happy new month. It's been a while, right? Um, you know what? I was thinking a lot of women complain about menopause, right? But do you know that guys get it too? They do. Let me explain. It's like men will reach a certain age, right? And all of a sudden, right? They are ready to turn everything upside down for a new experience. Yeah, they don't want to get old. They don't. A lot of them don't want to get old. And getting old, that's part of life. Right? So they get this midlife crisis. That's what it is. Right? And so they want to test the waters again. And they would not mind tossing everything up in the air. Everything that you guys, he and his wife, his family, worked hard to build, right? And he will toss it all in the air for a new experience. Yeah. And so one day he gets up and feel like, I'm not young anymore. Some will change their wardrobe. Some will change friends. Some will start whatever just to act young. They want to act young. They want to be young. And there's nothing wrong because first of all, being young is in your spirit, is in your heart. That's what it's supposed to be. And that it shows on the outside. That's why a lot of us, we don't look our age. You see what I'm saying? So you do not have to undo what you have done. And especially if you're not by yourself, and if it's a family, if it's a unit. And that's very, very, very selfish. You know, you have your wife, you have your children, you have, your businesses or whatever. You understand? And then you feel like, hey, I want to start over in a new city, or I want to go back into the, the whole place that I left behind. You understand? And it's this urge to go back there. But how often we forget when we go back to a place that was not right for us. There was no progress there. You see what I'm saying? And then you prayed and God removed you from that place. Right? And God blessed you. And God gave you what you prayed for. And now all of a sudden you're looking at the exterior self. Right? You counting all the years that passed by instead of counting the years and say, oh, thank you, Lord, I'm still here. Thank you, Lord, I'm healthy. Thank you, Lord. Look at my wife. Look at my husband. Look at my children. Look at what, you've allowed me to accomplish. Right? Thank you, Lord, for all the transitions to positivity. Thank you, Lord, for peace. Because they do, especially on social media, they always say, men settle where there is peace. Men settle when there is peace. And then, guess what? They leave you in pieces. And so, men settle where they want to settle. Women settle where they want to settle. All right. So it's time we put some of these slogans, if not all of them, to rest. Because people do what they want to do. People decide if they're going to appreciate you or not. People decide if they're going to use you or not. People decide if they're going to take you for granted or not. People decide if they're going to be appreciated for everything that you have done or not. Because if they don't give thanks unto the Lord, what make you think they will give thanks unto you? So don't look for that. Don't look for that. But it is pitiful. It is pitiful. You understand that People have to go the crazy mile just to get a new experience. Meanwhile, they can have a new experience with the same people they were building up with. They can have a new experience because every continuation, you will find newness in it. You see what I'm saying? You will find. You have to be creative. You have to create fun. You have to be progressive. And you can't do it by yourself because you got to the point that you are now not by yourself. And so, why must you leave your family behind? Why must you abandon those who were always there for you, who built with you? Why? There's no remorse. Do you ever sit back and think and say, wow, he did build with me. He did raise me up. She did boost me up. She did help me to get to where I am. And it's not fair for somebody else to be eating the fruit of her labor or the fruit of his labor. A man who does not have much, but he loved this woman, right? And so his father died and left him land, right? And the woman wanted to go abroad, right, to study. And he sold the land to send her to Italy. While she is over there, her father died. The guy used all he had to help bury her father, to help settle her mother. Meanwhile, he's living in a shack. But he did all that because he loved her. And she's over there, years in and years out, telling him she's studying. This is a video that I watched on Facebook. And then she came back talking about she's a nun. So she came back, right, to Nigeria. She was in Nigeria for like a whole month. She didn't look for him. So finally she went to find a TV crew to help her break the news to him. That she don't want to be his wife. She doesn't want to be his wife. Because God done call her. And she's a reverend sister, whatever that means, because I didn't see that part in the Bible. Okay, she's a reverend sister. After that man done spent all the money. After that man done sold the land. So I say this to say, some of them are bold enough to say, well, it's God who blessed me. But God is not in that in the pretense game. If God gonna send you somewhere, he's gonna equip you by not fooling somebody else, making somebody think that, you know, you gonna be his wife, you his wife. He paid, that's like paying your bride price. Okay, and then you're going to come back and talking about, oh, God called you to be a reverend sister and that you can't be with him. You don't want to be with any man. And now you married to God. What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, I don't want to fall too far away from that. So what am I saying? I'm talking about ungratefulness, where to the point that a lot of men, okay, that's their midlife crisis, to the point where they become somebody else. All of a sudden, because men, you know, based on what I know, because I could be wrong. Like I always say, I don't mind being corrected. Men love pattern. They act by pattern, right? So when they enter that crisis, midlife crisis that equates menopause, they act strange. They act bizarre. All of a sudden, they want to be disconnected. All of a sudden, they want to go. They know they could be like 70, 80 something, but they want a 20-year-old. Or if they don't want to go to jail, they'll take 21. You understand what I'm saying? But isn't there a better way to do this? Without lying, without cheating, without pretending? Get your midlife crisis if you want to. But at least stop using people. Stop making excuses. And just go. Be honest for a change.